Power of these changing times. Being in this kaleidoscope of color in these times requires a willingness to explore and adapt to new ways of seeing the world around you and doing things unfamiliar to you. It is as important to make the effort with an eager approach as though there was a magical appearance of wonderment to be found at every moment around the bend. It is an intriguing process that Earth finds itself in. It is one of dogmatic disruptions, evil eruptions, centrifugal forces of natural and unnatural phenomena exercising power, unwelcoming concepts, suggestions, and fears, all for consideration, along with endless repetition of similar encounters with hardcore, venomous adversity. What we find so fascinating from a higher perspective as devout supporters and teachers in our sectors of advancement is the absolute phenomenon of lethargy that pervades the human race. That unless there is a stark reality of fearful prospects forcing you head on with little window of opportunity to continue on as usual, there is very little initiative to make the kind of changes needed to obliterate the existing pain on the planet. We speak to this as a necessary attempt to remind all that the willingness to accept change must surpass the basic needs that must be met for the lowest common denominator. If willingness and perhaps even eagerness to change ways of thinking and doing and approaching the matters at hand that invoke discomfort, there can be a far greater exponential count of rapid improvement felt with every soul and the planet, and remarkably so. The isometrics, if you will, of stretching the elastic band of desire with hope and joyful nature is one that is not often thought of on a grand scale. Yet it is where the most significant resolutions have shown themselves in the history on Earth. We speak of the specific acts and stories recounted in your biblical times. What you can gain from now the most is to wish upon a star, so to speak, to consider a magical outpouring of a better world, with better living, happier people willing to share and support you at every turn, and you returning the same. Create hope with a vision that pleases you. Magic can become real. It is simply the invisible forms of reality that can become visible. Reach for the stars and begin to dream so often so that it becomes your reality. This is a demanding assignment and yet most attainable. Significance will show itself with many of you carrying this out, one by one by one, building upon the exponential framework of theoretical production. Dream your dreams until they become real. This is part of the New World principles of creation.